Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, Divine Masculine check-in. I just did a Divine Feminine reading as well. Gonna do the same format. So what are the Divine Masculines aware of and wanting at this time? Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the masculines that join me here. And what don't the masculines see? What else can we look at here that the masculines might not be understanding as clearly as they can at this time? And what do the feminines need to know about what the masculines are thinking and what's going on energetically? Don't forget to like and subscribe. When I get to 20,000 viewers, I'm going to do a coaching package, a month-long coaching package giveaway. So yeah, definitely interact with the channel to get the algorithms going. All right, so here we go. Divine Masculines, what are you wanting regarding the connection right now? Knight of Swords. Indirect non-verbal communication. So there is something about the way the masculines want to handle this that is very action speaking louder than words, or more action, less talk. So I feel like from the Divine Feminine reading, there's a lot of karma clear up in the physical. Oh, those rainbows are nice. A lot of karma clean up in the physical for the feminines at this time. And the masculines are kind of keeping in their own lane so that the feminines will just freaking buckle down and do it already. What don't the masculines see? That it's outside of the feminine's control. There are certain things, justice, legal matters. It's not just that the feminines aren't motivated or don't want to. There are extenuating circumstances that are cosmic in origin, that are not just about whether the feminine wants to clean up their karma or not. When justice is in the inverse like this, it's like something not fair. And so, yeah, masculines, you're feminine. There are powers that be that are keeping your feminine from their freedom, and therefore keeping these connections from, you know, coming into full-fledged, full force. Now, I don't want to get into conspiracy theories. That resistance, it can be our friend because we want it more. We want to live like never before. I'm hearing Agnes Obel, the curse. But yeah, there is such a motion here. And yeah, fair enough, masculines, you might be getting that aloof energy here, but don't judge your feminine. Have compassion with what they're going through. If they would, they could. What do the feminines need to know about these masculines? Don't lose sleep over this. It's part of their spiritual discernment, feminines, to, you know, not be a victim, not feel like you're not loving them. They've got to come into the worthiness and the utter knowing of this love. It's not about you. If they have been, you know, thinking that they are somehow playing God by not talking, even in the slightest, don't worry yourself about it. Give it to higher guidance, divine, and let it play out. Because I'm getting here that these masculines need to learn the discernment to tell when you are doing your best and when there might be a misconception that you're not giving it your all for some reason. Wow, what a message. What can we see for the masculines? What are they thinking about their divine feminine? Page of Swords. We just got this card twice in the other reading. They're so connected, but this is the curiosity, watching for a sign, watching for movement, studious, being vigilant. They're spying online, feminines. They feel like they have got their finger on the pulse of what's happening. But I think it's a little bit too ego-based, because there is this sense that maybe the feminines aren't moving as quickly as they can. Maybe the masculines feel like the feminines are procrastinating in some way. Be careful about that, masculines, because when you're feeling out of control, don't make your feminine the bad guy. What don't the masculines see? Yeah, King of Swords, these legal matter things, these hang-ups, these hooks, these injustices. This is my legal, accounting, lawyer, judge. In the inverse, it's like games playing and tomfoolery and things that aren't going to plan for your feminine. So really love your divine feminine masculines, and do not take the side that they're not doing what they can here. Wow. So I'm getting that there could be a little bit of passive aggressive defense mechanism, coping mechanisms here for the masculines that haven't felt the feminines were as sincere in some regard. Feminine advice, Two of Wands, keep growing, keep coming out of your comfort zone, buckle down, double down, do you. You've got all the time you need. It's in direct proportion with your masculine understanding you and seeing you as clearly as you can see them. And you're also learning to see them more clearly as well, because none of the feminines want to think that their masculine is harboring some of this control issue stuff under the surface. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing the connection? Ooh, Ten of Pentacles. We also got this all through the reading for the feminines. So they do see this as the long term. So they're just getting a little bit antsy about it playing out sooner than later. But this is teaching patience. This is teaching the long game. What don't the masculines see? The Hierophant, that this is spiritually guided. So the feminines aren't to blame about this slow motion legal stuff and financial stuff and freeing themselves. It's all divinely guided. For those who have eyes to see masculines, this is a heart opening, being that this is on the heart space. The long term is there, and it's spiritually guided, and you are aware of it because it is a cosmic thing. It's not of earthly origin. What can we see for the feminines? Yeah, just keep working on being single, holding your own, balancing out, being in your abundance, making the choices you need to make right now for your well-being, sending out your intentions. This is like spiritual falconry with the falcon there. So for those who have seen birds of prey, those are symbols of intention from the feminine. So masculine seeing birds of prey, just let you yourself be known that that is a sign, a divinely guided sign that your feminine is in the right intention to be sending out these proper energies in favor of the connection with you. What is the heart space? King of Pentacles. Yes, so you're learning what you want in a partner. This is the commitment that's anchoring in you. Partly that patience, partly learning to discern that your feminine has their sights, their heart, their soul set on this union, and that it's a total fallacy if you're perceiving that they're not 1000% invested in this connection with you. And so taking that really deep to heart, masculines, you're still maybe can't keep trust, but it's here for you to, you know, this connection is going to be around as long as it takes you to find this trust. And your feminine is probably going to have trouble cleaning up their karma as it relates to you finding this trust, because divine timing means it's going to click when both are at that alignment spot. And so it seems to be hand in hand. Your senses are telling you you can't fully trust, but that's because your feminine's not fully free. Take the storylines out of it, masculines. Don't judge your feminine. Have mercy, humility, compassion with what they're going through, and just know that part of your uncertainty is your intuition telling you to the degree of readiness that this connection is. So if you can take the judgment out, you will just sense that your developing sense of commitment here is the energetic read on the readiness, becoming more ready to have this connection. It's nothing to do with whether your feminine is invested or not wholeheartedly. So you are learning to read energy, but our ego likes to tell stories that talk about separatist, polarizing things. When we drop into the heart space, we see things from a love-based perspective, and we no longer tell those stories. What is the spirit guidance? Yes, this is part of your rite of passage. This is part of your life purpose. You're being put through these subtle assessments of what is what, and what is up and what is down and what is right, and what is true, so that you can be a leader, a shaman, so you can carry this scepter, this wand. This is the King of Wands card. I think we got that for the feminines. So this is you in the developing stages of really anchoring in firsthand knowing, discernment that goes hand in hand with going all in, being sure, being able to hold trust, being able to know your feminine. What is the advice for the feminines here? The moon. So yeah, this is full moon lunar eclipse happening on the 25th. And so this is actually causing the masculines to rewire their assessment of the feminine, of trusting feminine energy when it's warranted. And there is nothing warranted like these connections. So this is divine feminine. The moon is the cosmic feminine. We saw the Hierophant here with the two keys. Those represent the masculine and feminine, the sun and moon in alignment, intersecting. That is another eclipse analogy there. So this is also wilderness and domestication with the two dogs, the wolf and the dog there. This is the best of both worlds. This is the unifying of those polarizing opposites. This is the alchemy coming in. So this full moon eclipse is helping to transmute the confusion in translation between the wild and the domestic ways of looking at the things playing out, the chaos and the order, dualistic pairs. So masculines, it's not about the external feminine. This is you learning to master energetic reading so that it's going to empower you forward. You are already so brilliant, but this is an even deeper, peaceful understanding, clarity coming in. What can we see for the manifestations the masculines wish to manifest at this time? Death, rebirth. So they want to keep going through this rite of passage so they can have a renewal here. What don't the masculines see? Three of Cups, that your feminine is going to be the one that is still, I heard, chatting you up when the dust settles on your old life. Like, the other karmic situations will phase out. You will get annoyed with some of them will get bothered and move on. But your feminine is going to stay through this storm with you. And even if you don't feel like they are at times doing enough progress to come forward, or there's hang-ups or hold-ups, just rest assured it is a natural process, and that it will become more and more evident how aligned the two of you actually are as time goes on. Just keep focusing on this rite of passage. What do the feminines need to see? Wow, the Three of Cups. This is a very mirrored tandem. They're both in the inverse, so both are getting this divine intel about who the heart transceiver of the other one being the perfect match. There's more and more clarity coming in. What are the actions the masculines want to take? The Lovers, they want to make love for sure. They want to align. They're starting to feel it more on the heart space, this emotional recognition, acknowledgement of this higher connection. What can we see for what they don't see? Yeah, that's your Empress for sure. So you may be questioning it just a little bit, masculines, but you know, if you're on this journey, you are destined for greatness with this divine feminine and with your abundance. When your union with this feminine comes in, the two of you are abundance generating machines. You are a template that clicks, and you bring the best of both worlds and awarenesses in, and it's going to be so beautiful. What's the advice for the feminines? Be careful about wolves in sheep's clothing right now. There's some trickery afoot. You're going to have to read the energies very, very precisely not to get wrapped up in it. A good mantra is, this is what mastery looks like unfolding. Keep dropping in your heart for the truth. Don't always just turn a blind eye and give the benefit of the doubt. This is saying, be savvy, be aware, advocate for yourself. You're not going to have a knight in shining armor come in and save you. You've got work to do right now, feminines, and nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to save you but you. You have to drop in for the truth, to your connection to source, and make the changes you need to make right now. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? This Three of Cups, all these other energies. So this can be any karmic partners or previous scenarios, business scenarios, living scenarios, other relationships with you, feminines, that the masculines are aware of or affected by. This can also be that this connection has gone into a friendship bucket, and the masculines aren't necessarily loving that. What don't they see about this? It's because this new offer, this new way hasn't fully emerged yet, but that resistance, again, some of the frustration or control storylines about this extra energies involved might not feel comfortable, but it is starting to feel unacceptable to you masculines, because this offer, this availability, this movement in the 3D, in the physical, is starting to come into focus, and so you're less tolerant of other energies. So just watch when you do get frustrated. That actually is a sign that growth is happening, and you should be grateful when you start to feel that squeeze. What can we see for the feminines? The Emperor. Yes, so your masculine is having to release certain control issues. We've got that in this. So masculines are frustrated right now and really needing to let go and let God, but they do need to take leadership. Part of the masculine's plight right now is learning which battles to wage and how to look at things, what to focus the energy on, what to, get down off the testosterone with and just allow, and what to actually, focus on that they can affect. What can we see for the solution for this challenge? Self-love, masculines, patience, you're worthy, you deserve this, you are on this journey, it's not by chance. This is a sacred process. Trust the journey, trust the process, trust the love, trust your higher guidance. What don't the masculines see? The Hermit. There is a divine path available if you meditate right now. If you actually focus on the higher path through all of this, you'll be given some gold nuggets right now that have to do with how blessed you are that you have this divine feminine in your life, into you the way that they are, and making the changes in their lives that will allow for the alignment. What is the advice for the feminines? Six of Pentacles. Just keep freeing yourself so that you are free and clear to have equal give and take. So it's not a, fleeting moments of connection or frustrated, imbalanced moments of connection, so that you can have a continuous exchange, a free flow of energetic exchange. Don't settle before you're at that place. Don't desire prematurely, feminine, something that can't be in that level of flow. I saw 1818. What is the direction in the near future for the masculines? Ooh, I love it. This is my card of taking control of our free will. Five of Swords in the upright, I don't love so much. In the inverse, it's a deep dive into accountability. So the masculines are very much sorting what they have to control, what is outside of their control, what is within their control. So yeah, masculines, stick with it so that you can feel if a perspective or a animosity comes up, it's not a truth. Stay with those things until you find a creative way of looking at it that's actually life-affirming and true. The truth shall set you free. So if you're in a bit of turmoil or frustration, keep with it and ask for higher guidance. Ask to be shown a different way of looking at things that actually goes, oh, that makes sense. That feels a lot better. It's elementary, dear Watson. If it's causing suffering, it's not true. If it brings you out of suffering, it's likely a truth. What don't the masculines see? The High Priestess. Be still and know. Drop in, trust the love, mercy, humility. Don't have judgment about anything happening right now. Really let it bend you like a willow, I just heard. What is the feminine? Yeah, the world. You're overcoming the world, but you have to do that fully, completely in the material realm as well. So that means completely walking the walk, talking the talk, embodying this higher love. in the physical, unapologetically, for all to see, even if it is frustrating your masculine that there are hang-ups. What can we see for the feminines right now? Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So look forward to a time when your masculine is going to be so delightful and funny, and you're both going to have cheeks hurting and bellies hurting at how much you're laughing together. Just get through all the things that need to be cleared through this eclipse, and Godspeed. Many blessings. Bye for now.